This is my journey, this is my story, this is the Jim Jam story. Hi guys and welcome back to the channel, hope you're all well, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a bit of looking back on my journey on YouTube so far. So if any new subscribers have recently joined, hiya and welcome. I'm Jim Jam, aka James. I'm a guy from Dudley who puts these videos out, not as often as I used to put out, but I still like putting these videos out. And yeah, I just hope people get enjoyment out of watching the videos. Sometimes it's a very niche market what I look at the moment, with obviously with network and stuff. But yeah, there's still loads of people who enjoy watching the channel, and I really appreciate all your support. I really do. Anyway, let's go back to where it all began. So if you followed me from the very start, my YouTube career, we're not calling it a career, my YouTube hobby, my YouTube hobby began in April 2021. But before I even started YouTube, I was a face known amongst people on the Big Paulie Facebook page. I used to do something really, well, not silly, but something really out there. I used to ask a question every day related to film. So I'd put, like, name a film starring a dog. And people would put, like, Beethoven and, yeah, all answers and stuff. So basically that's how I started getting known a bit. And then I started putting deals on, finding charity shops on the page. And then I'd start putting, like, Pound Shop pickups. When Pound Shop used to the Blu-ray, I'd put stuff like that on. And then it gone from doing those little pages on Facebook to actually doing quizzes. I enjoy doing film quizzes, so I'd spend a week just working on a quiz. I'd do about 5 or 6 different rounds with loads of questions in. Everyone used to say that my quizzes used to be like rocket science. You've got to be like a proper brainiac to work them out. But yeah, I enjoyed doing the quizzes. And my first ever live stream was on Paul's stream, Magpie Movies. He invited me as a guest. I'd done a stream. There was like 5 or 6. I think Jamie Pell might have been a guest on there, Big Paulie at the time. In fact, I think Jamie was a guest on there, thinking back. But yeah, I did my little there. But I didn't have a platform back then. I didn't have something to call my own kind of thing, my own little format that I'd like. I was just appearing on guest streams. I used to do a stream on Playtendo Guy, Pete. I used to do a weekly stream with Pete. Well, it happened for a while, then my work got in the way of it, so I stopped doing those streams. And then I thought, why not set up something that I enjoy doing, which is obviously collecting media, collecting DVDs, collecting Blu-ray. But I want to show a different side to collecting, that you don't always have to get the top new releases. You can just find stuff in charity shops. And that's really where my journey began. Doing YouTube videos, doing out and about videos. I'd film 2 or 3 out and about videos a week at one point. But when I first started doing them, I started out a very short little out and about. I think the first couple I did was about 2 or 3 minutes long, little clips of me looking at a few charity shops around Dudley. Then I ventured out to different parts of the West Midlands. So I'd go to West Brom, I'd go to Hales Zoe, I'd go to Blackheath, for example, yeah. And I'd just go to different charity shops, and then I'd film my little adventures. I'd sandwich them all together, make a little video together. And yeah, basically what you were seeing is the way my day planned out. So that's what I'd be like seeing on the videos. Yeah, I do enjoy doing them, but like at the moment, I think that kind of aspect of doing videos of charity shop hunting, it's yeah, long gone, I think, because a couple of reasons really. There's not really much in charity shops at the minute. That's if some charity shops still do media. I know a lot have either closed down charity shops or just don't take media at all now. And another reason is just that the media in there isn't that great. It's a lot of generic titles you see everywhere, that people just want to get rid of, basically. But yeah, at the time that I was doing those videos, it was just I'd go out 2 or 3 times a week, and I'd come back with like hauls of stuff. I'd come back with like 10 for £1 or 5 for £1 or something. I'd just come back with loads and loads of DVDs. And it got to a point where I was just getting these DVDs. I was just getting loads and loads of stuff, and I was running out of space to put everything. And to be honest, I was getting into a bit of a chaotic mess. One, I didn't have shelves at the time. I was just literally stacking stuff in piles on the floor, DVDs. And yeah, it was just getting to a point where there was towers of DVDs and they were just ready to fall at any point. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to have a big sort out. And after January, I thought, you know what, I'm going to get myself a collection in order that I'll be proud to call a collection, that I can just instantly grab stuff off my shelf, not have the fuss of digging through stuff to get to. So that's what I did, basically. So in January, I did a big massive sort out where a lot of my stuff, a lot of my Blu-rays that I'd collected from Pound Shop, which were brand new sealed, I basically took to Cash Converters. And yeah, I got a big deal. Unfortunately, Cash Converters closed. I think it was about 2 or 3 days after I'd been doing my stuff. So I had to take them to Wolverhampton branch of Cash Converters to get rid of the rest of the stuff. But it took me absolutely ages. I shifted through loads and loads of stuff. I did take a lot of stuff back to charity shops as well. A lot of DVDs into charity shops. But yeah, I got myself into a state where I was happy with what I was doing. And then I wanted to put a focus in my mind where I want to go with my collection. And that's where I look towards Network. And Network's always been a label that I've admired. Some people might say, oh, you're only collecting because they went bankrupt. And that is not the case, because I had quite a big collection before they ceased trading. I did collect quite a lot of stuff before then, and since then my collection has just expanded. And like you can see from the collection videos that I've done recently as well, I've gone over the top with some of the stuff I've got in my collection. You might say I've got a very eclectic taste in what I collect. I do like a bit of everything, depending on my mood. I can sit there one day and watch a crime thriller. Other day I can watch something like an anthology series. And another day I could just watch a light-hearted sitcom like George and Mildred or something. But yeah, it's just nice to have that catalogue of media in your collection you can just keep referring back to. I know you've got streaming services like YouTube, which have got a majority of the episodes of most of the stuff Network put out. Well, I say most of the stuff, some of the stuff Network put out, you can find it on YouTube, some of the old shows and stuff. But I am a proper collector, and I like having the copy where I can just take off my shelf whenever I want, put in the player and enjoy. But yeah, definitely. And this video is completely raw. It's not edited at all. This is just me talking straight down the camera. But yeah, definitely my Network collection. And I'll be completely honest, when I look at my collection now and I see some of the titles in my collection, I'd be like, I'd never get them. I never thought that I'd be owning titles like for example, Time Slip. Now, Time Slip is a series that is quite a collectible series, if I'm honest. So I was like, you know, I'm never going to get that. Then one day I'm just looking on World of Books and it appears, and I'm like, yeah, yoink, I'll get that one. And that's another one ticked off my list, if you like. And yeah, I appreciate so many people commenting on my collection as well, that I've got just a great collection. I really have got, I'm really blessed to have this collection. And unlike before, when I was in a position where I was just, I don't know where to go with my collection, what am I trying to get out of collecting? Now I've got this collection in front of me where I can just say, you know what, I'm going to watch a bit of Tommy Cooper tonight. I'm going to chill out. I can just go, yeah, get that on. There we go. And I've always liked archive stuff. And it's stuff like that, old shows. And yeah, it's little things that I like about Network as well. Not just the fact they put old stuff out and old films and that as well. I just think that they were a great company. And yeah, it's very sad that they went. And I do still believe that they would have put the On the Buzzes films out. That would have been on their schedule of stuff to put out. I've always got that thought in the back of my mind that, yeah, they would have released that. But yeah, so my Network collection has took off, definitely. And there was other stuff along the way when I was doing YouTube. When I was doing YouTube, I still am doing YouTube. When I was doing my out and abouts, I'd do like meetups occasionally with other YouTubers. We'd have a big meet up and stuff, and yeah, they were good fun as well. I did enjoy doing meetups, and yeah, it's really nice to get to know people, what they're like as well. I've met some, like I said in millions and millions of videos before, I've met some truly outstanding friends from doing YouTube, which they'll always stick by me, you know. And it's really a nice feeling inside that I've got these people. I know we don't live like close, like on the same street or in the same area or anything, but you know, it's just that feeling that, you know, they're only a phone call away, they're only a message away. You can just talk to them about anything. You can talk to them about film, anything you want to talk to them about, and it's just, yeah, it's just one of those really nice feelings. It really is. Yeah, definitely. And when I get sent gifts as well. Now, when I started this journey, I didn't expect to get sent stuff. And over the years, I've been sent, I'm going to be completely honest, I've been sent quite a lot of stuff. Yeah, absolutely outstanding gifts. Some really, really things that have like, yeah, got me. And it's just that little, I don't know, it's just that little feeling, that little buzz that you get that, you know what, people do actually appreciate you in this community. People do actually like what you do. And it's not just you talking to a camera, it's people watching you and genuinely enjoying what you're doing. And yeah, they're not going to make fun of you, they're not going to laugh, you know, they watch your videos for you, they watch who you are. And I know people say, oh, when you're in front of the camera, it can show a different side to you. But I like to think I'm exactly the same as what I am off camera to what I am on camera. I'm just James, basically. I'm just, you know, I'm just me. And it's just a nice feeling knowing that people like you for you. And I'm trying not to dwell up now because it's, yeah, I didn't plan on getting like emotional in this video, but it's just so nice knowing that people have got your back. And it's, yeah, it is such a good feeling. It really is. So going back to the YouTube journey, I decided that I wanted to do something different other than doing out and about videos. So I started doing a few series as well. I did a few series on my channel. I did Watch from Scratch, which was basically a big poster that I got gifted for Christmas many, many years ago. And it was just staying in the room and it wasn't getting touched. And there was loads of films on this poster that I hadn't seen. So yeah, I thought, you know what, I'm going to make an episode each time and I'm going to turn this into like a video. So I worked through the poster and I was scratching it off. And I did quite a few episodes of that. If you want to look back on the old episodes, you're more than welcome to. So I did a few episodes of that. And I thought, what can I do next? What can be my next step after doing this series? Because I thoroughly enjoyed doing it. And it was good fun. And I watched some classic films that I'd never usually go to, so it was kind of a distraction to go to a different genre of film, like sci-fi. Like sci-fi is not my biggest film choice, if I'm honest, but there was a few on there I had to go and visit, and yeah, it was a good stepping stone to watch other films, different genres. So after I did Watch from Scratch, I did a series called Pick the Flick. Now, if you all remember Pick the Flick was basically a show where I got people in the YouTube community to send me a clip over and basically choose what film I watch next. So it could be any film. I said, long as it was on like a streaming service like Prime or Disney Plus or Netflix or anything like that. And I did quite a few episodes of that. I can't remember exactly how many. I think there was quite a few. I did a few Christmas episodes as well. But yeah, I just felt, one, that was a good way of getting people in the community to talk to each other and communicate and get involved. And two, I just had great fun doing it, to be honest. It was just good. And it was just like a mystery to what the next film was going to be and what that next person was going to choose for me. And yeah, I'd love to bring that series back one day. It was good fun with some brand new guests, like some new friends I've met along the way as well, which would be nice to do, actually. It'd be nice to revisit that series one day. But yeah, we had some great guests on there as well. I'm trying to think what other videos I did. I don't know if you remember this one. Any of you big Jim Jam fans out there, do you remember when I did that best of comedy video? I did a video called the Best of British Comedy, and I got quite a few people in the community involved in that little project, to be honest. So basically, I asked you to name your favourite British comedy, and I got loads of people involved in it. And one person in particular who made his YouTube debut on this video was my good friend David Mansell. David hadn't done YouTube before this. We'd been messaging for a while, and he was like, I want to do it, but it's confidence. So we had a little bit of a chat and a talk, and yeah, cut a long story short, David got the confidence to do YouTube, and he made his debut on talking on that video as well, which was really nice. But since then, David's done many videos. He's a big wrestling fan, and he likes his wrestling, and he likes his Marvel. And yeah, David made a guest appearance on one of my Out and Abouts at Merrihill. I think it was last year, I believe, because it was Halloween. Yeah, I think it was this time last year, actually, a year ago, that I met up with David for the first time. And yeah, he's such a nice guy as well. And yeah, messages me every morning, bless him. And yeah, he's such a nice guy and a very good friend. And yeah, it's just, and Hale as well. And Hale's another friend that started off wanting to do YouTube, but having the confidence to do it, to actually put stuff aside and just think, you know what, I'm going to do YouTube because I want to do YouTube. And he is just so nice and makes me feel so happy that people have watched my videos and thought, you know what, I'm gonna do what Jim Jam does. I'm gonna go out and make these videos. I'm gonna go and do these videos and talk about something I feel strongly about. But yeah, it is so nice. It really is. And a big thing for me this year as well was going to Comic-Con. Now, I've never filmed at a Comic-Con before, and I'll be honest, I'm a bit rusty on filming out and about at the minute because I've not really filmed anything for a while. So getting my camera out in front of all people in cosplay and stuff, I was a bit... when I got to the gates, it was like hitting home a little bit. I was like, oh God, it's happening now. And I was getting a little bit nervous, but once I got into the role of it again, I was fine. I was just there filming, and there was loads of people with the cameras out filming as well. But yeah, I had such a great time at Comic-Con. I'm looking forward to it next year, and I enjoyed filming as well. It was nice. It was nice just going around looking, getting the atmosphere. Unfortunately, I didn't meet anybody, but maybe next year I might meet someone. But I think for me, this experience was all about just going around, taking in the atmosphere, seeing what it was all about, basically. So yeah, I'm definitely going back to Comic-Con next year at Telford. And yeah, I'm going to insert that clip because I feel, I don't know, I don't want to sound big-headed or nothing, but I feel really proud of myself in a way for this moment that happened at Comic-Con. If you haven't seen the Comic-Con video, I'm going to insert the clip in a second. But I was sat there listening to the Q&A sessions of pretty much everyone who was on the guest panel that day, including, of course, Sarah Connor, as well, Linda Hamilton and Robert Patrick. They were both on the Q&A panel. Now, before they come on, there was Short Circuit. So you had Steve Guttenberg, Ali Sheedy. And during the Q&A, there was a man sat next to me. And halfway through, he just got up and asked a question, because that was allowing you to ask questions. You had to stand in front of this microphone and then ask a question, what you wanted to ask, basically. So I watched this, and then after the Q&A finished for Short Circuit, I was like sort of thinking, I want to ask a question, because I knew Linda Hamilton and Robert Patrick were coming up soon. I was like, you know what? If I don't ask a question right here, right now, I'm going to go home. I'm going to be dwelling on it. I'm going to be saying, oh, what if? And you know what? There's over 1,000 people in this little hall. I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to pluck up a little bit of confidence and just go for it. I'm just going to ask a question and put a cheeky little plug in there as well while I'm at it. So that's what I did. So if you haven't seen the clip, here is the clip of me at Comic-Con asking Linda Hamilton a question. Hi, it's James from Dudley, aka Jim Jam.
Hello, Jim Jam.
Hello. My question for you is, hang on. Was there any scene that you found particularly difficult while filming in Terminator 2, any scene you found a bit challenging?
The scene with me tied to the gurney and the orderly licking my face, and well, let me just tell you that that was the only day in my entire career that my parents came to watch me work. My parents were visiting, and they were on the set that day, and it's just an accident of timing, but here is their daughter strapped down, powerless, being licked by, and I just remember Jim Cameron knew that they were on set and kept sort of trying to block the monitor so they wouldn't have to go through the discomfort of watching. And I just remember that's the only day my parents ever were on set, and that's what they got. But it was strange being tied up and powerless, you know, even though we know it's acting, you know, you do have to go to a place that's genuine, and being powerless is hard.
That's such a wild part in the movie too when that happens.
Thank you, Jim Jam.
Yeah, I just couldn't stop smiling after that happened. As you can see, after when on the actual full vlog, I did actually do a bit of like me walking away from asking the question, and my face is just gleaming like that. I'm just so happy. I really am. But guys, I am going to leave the video there today. So I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who has subscribed to me, everyone who has supported me from the very start of my YouTube journey. And I've got so many people to thank, and I don't want to miss anyone out. But you all know who you are. You're all special to me. You really are. You all mean a little bit to me, and I really appreciate it. I really do. But yeah, I'm going to leave the video there. If you did like this video, please hit that thumbs up. Please share and please subscribe. And yeah, here's to the next 5 years of Jim Jam, or million years, Benny. But yeah. Okay then, guys. I'll see you very soon. Take care. Have a great day. Bye.